Dad and I, my sister, all of us were readers growing up. In fact, I have fond memories of adolescent years, and Dad would buy a new Hardy Boys book, or Mom would find one in the garage sale that we hadn't read, and he got first dibs on it, and it probably took him a sitting, and then he'd be done with it, and it'd pass around to Kim and I, and we just loved to read. But they were talking about a book, Kimberly and him, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I mean, this was staple reading for us, and I guess Dad had never heard of it, and that really blew my mind. But he said he'd finished it, or was about to finish, Where the Red Fern Grows. Y'all remember that book? I think they made a little movie out of it. But man, I was like, Dad, you missed out all these years on that book? My goodness. So I guess we got the first read on that one. And here it is years later, he's catching up to it. Always loved to read. It was a Saturday, summertime. Kids were out of school. Big old thunderstorm had rolled in and sent all the kids inside to play or keep themselves busy. And Dad was in his easy chair, getting a reprieve from all of his honeydews outside. And his only boy was in his room reading, as he did, because he was an avid reader. Old Dad sitting there watching reruns of Gunsmoke, some old westerns, and directly he heard out of the hallway down there where the kid's bedroom was, he said, "You're gonna get it." He said, what in the world's going on? Well, he knew his son didn't have a gaming system, didn't care nothing about it, was just a reader. He said, didn't remember any buddies of his coming in, going in there. Pretty sure he's by himself. So he shook it off and kept watching his TV. And sure enough, about 5 other minutes, happened again. "You're gonna get it." Well, now his curiosity's piqued. He's like, what is going on with my son back there? Well, he shook it off again, and it was continued for a good hour. About every 5-10 minutes, he finally had all he could take. So he walked down the hallway, knocked on the kid's door. He said, "Son, are you all right? What's going on in there?" He opened the door, and there was a kid lay reading a book. He said, "What are you hollering about?" He said, "Dad, I started this book, in the first 2 chapters, every time the bad guys were beating the good guys. And the good guys never win, and I don't like that. And I was going to give up on it, so I decided I was going to read the last chapter of the book to see what happened after all. And you know what, Dad? The good guys ended up winning. So now I'm going to read the whole book to see how they got whooped. And every time that they try to beat up on the good guy, I let them know, you're going to get it." He had read the back of the book, and he knew how it ended. So all the troubles and trials that the good fellows went through at the hands of the evil guys, he knew at the end of the day, they was going to get it. That's good stuff. I think even Sissy would like that story, huh? That's right. Well, them 2 little baby goats that